Comes to Sadler here. Well, there he goes.
Looks like he got in just way too high.
And that's what I saw. When I looked up, he was high already on the outside going around, looked like. Don't think he got any help.
During the caution, Newman and Harvick having a discussion under the caution flag about whose fender fits in first. Was it? Oh, you don't need Fox X for that.
Man, that was almost a direct hit.
Sadler not happy with Ryan Newman.
Now, I spiked my helmet like that one time, but they paid me to do it.
I think you were in victory lane.
I was in victory circle at
I think you were there with him.
Yeah, I think it was.
Bam.
Daytona 500. And the automatic ball return.
And yeah, I'm loading up. No, I don't think I'll do that again.
Okay.
First thing I want to do is apologize to Motorcraft and USA for the way I acted, but just trying to race clean, and that was a really good race call, and I don't appreciate getting running the wall all the way down the front stretch and just finally taking out 30 laps, not one. You know, you got to work a little bit, I thought, but just don't want to get pushed around, and I'll remember that. I'm not Jimmy Spencer. I might forget every once in a while, but I'll remember what happened tonight.
Well, you got a good right arm and you got your helmet back.
I got a good right arm. I used to pitch a little bit, and I might have to throw it again if it happens. I don't know. I just want to apologize to my sponsors. I probably shouldn't have done it, but this is the Winston. I wanted to win this thing, so just tough. A good race car's tore up.
Oh, he got the wall first. Off turn 2.
I saw him hit the wall earlier, and then he's going to come back between 1 and 2, and this is off turn 4, so he's going to make it here. We know that.
He bounced off the wall again.
Oh, bouncing off the wall again.
And he kind of bounced off Jeff.
Yes, he did.
And Jeff said, you know what? I don't appreciate that.
That's exactly what he said.
Jeff Gordon's being black flagged.
They're going to hold him at this point for one lap. The way it sounds, they're going to try to repair that fender damage. Jeff Gordon's comments on the radio. I'm sorry about that, guys. I screwed up. It's my fault. But he drilled me all the way down the straightaway.
Hard to tell by that angle.
Let's try this one.
Well, there's 2 of them involved, and they're both spinning.
Yeah.
Chances are there was some contact between them.
But here is Ryan Newman jumping out of the car.
And the other one is Brian Vickers. He's mad.
Oh, he's hot. At least he's okay. He's hot.
The shoulder of the tire appeared to let go. That flailing tread did the rest of the work.
But Darrell, even though there's a lot of damage to that car, if you're going to lose a tire on the straightaway, is the best place to lose it.
So another race car, pretty well torn up, used up. Look, there's hardly anything left of the right rear of that car, with the tire tread and carcass flailing around.
It'd be hard to tear it up.
And look
The
at
tire
Ryan.
I'm talking about.
Right. And Ryan's saying, look, take a look at this.
Somebody must have been asking, what happened? What happened?
Well, I guarantee there's people hollering, hey, Ryan, what happened?
Newman sliding up. He was just in front of his teammate Kurt Busch, but didn't see what happened to cause him to slide up into the wall.
I saw Casey Mears get sideways. I'm pretty sure Sterling Marlin's hairpiece just got down in his eyes, and they couldn't see what was going on. So it's unfortunate. The All-Tall Dodge, we were just minding our own business, staying around in the back. We didn't have a good enough car to be up there in the top 5 or top 10. Just trying to stay clean, keep our nose clean, and he pretty deliberately just dumped us.
See Logano get a little bit loose on the inside right here. It's going to get even more loose. As that car goes around to the outside, it kind of sucks the back end around. It gets into Ryan Newman and sends him spinning.
And Ryan Newman didn't hit anything, but he had a lot of damage just from those tires sliding so far. They went flat. He had at least a couple of flat tires. See, not much damage from the contact. But by the time Newman got to pit road, he had torn up quite a bit of stuff, and hopefully he'll be okay once they get the tires on.
If I had clean air, I think I would have been fine. Didn't really do much of anything. I don't know which way to go with it.
You were definitely faster than me. You're all right there. Just shake it off. Don't worry about it. Drivers who were involved in a crash about 3/4 of the way through the race. Joey Logano on the left, or now on the right, and Ryan Newman on the left, having a post-race talk it out between them, and one trying to explain and one not looking like he's all that happy with the explanation. And as they continue to talk, it doesn't look like the conversation is going all that well, and with all those cameras around, that's probably something that their sponsor types would rather they take inside a truck somewhere. But officials stepping in there and saying, okay, boys, we let you have at it for a while. Now we've had enough.
I was just wondering why he races everyone so hard all the time. You know, I'm not the only one that says it every week. And, you know, if everyone out there is the hardest one to pass. And I don't understand why when there's 70 laps to go at a 2-mile racetrack. It's a long ways to go. And, you know, if someone races me clean, I race him back. You know, me and Junior did it early in the race. He passed me, and he's trying to pass the cars in front of me. I helped him pass him. I got back to him. He let me go. You know, that's just kind of how this. I found that it works. And if you give someone respect, you get that back. But he just races everyone hard. I mean, you asked his boss, Tony Stewart. You know, I mean, he races him hard. I don't understand it, but you know, he's been doing it a lot longer than me. So I don't know. I tried to talk to him about it, but I don't know. I didn't get nowhere.
Racing purists might say the idea is to stay ahead of the other guy, but you think it's misplaced.
Well, you know, there's a time to race. You know, when you're running 400 miles, 500 miles, why do we got to race each other, you know, so early in the race? You know, so it's just frustrating, you know, when you're trying to get by someone at that point. You know, it wasn't a big deal whether we passed each other or not at that point, you know. So, you know, most times if faster cars behind me, I let him go, and hopefully I get that back later. But, you know, I've done it with him a lot, you know. So he's get behind me, I let him go. But he just, I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could talk to him and figure it out, but I think maybe I have to calm down first. And then
met that part out there that it wasn't looking or didn't want to with a little help.
That's a lot of damage to our pole sitter.
To bring out the third caution entering turn 3.
You know, remember I told you that a guy that really liked boys have at it drove the 42 car? He just sort of had at it right there. Or actually, I think he just had it right there.
Well, if he had it, Ryan Newman got it.
Yeah, that picture right there pretty much tells the tale.
You know, some drivers are like, you ruin my night, I ruin yours.
Believe that, you know, he made a big mistake. He openly admitted he made a big mistake from what I read, although it sounded like somebody else wrote it, not him. And, you know, that, we're supposed to be professional race car drivers, and by being professional race car drivers, we don't make stupid mistakes like that on the road. That's the way I look at it.
I'm down, and we came in and took an extra shot at it, and then got on the pit road skirmish, which was really, really unfortunate, uncalled for on my part. I was really angry with the 39 for playing the team orders card in the chase. That's a bunch of bull. And lost my focus and screwed the 11's day, and felt bad about that. That was on me.
Oh, Kurt Busch in the wall again.
Yeah, he's got the right side out. He's worn the right side out.
All the way around that corner, and whoa, there he goes, and in the fence.
Oh, no.
He's wrecking. We stay green.
He's got a right rear tire down.
And he's around. Kurt Busch.
No, and there goes Newman off the bumper of someone.
And Ryan Newman
in the wall.
Bring out the caution flag with just 7 laps to go.
Kind of thought that we may see another caution.
There is some drivers just licking their chops right now. I would say in particular, Matt Kenseth, Martin Truex Jr., and Carl Edwards.
In the race, he spun out. Another crew member, one of Ryan's crew members, comes over to Kurt Busch's team and starts voicing his displeasure. And then on pit road, watch this.
Yeah, this is after the race is completely over. The drivers aren't necessarily involved, although we did see Newman go over and talk to Kurt Busch. Remember, it was a year ago after the race, one of those in your face with Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. This time it's team members of Kurt Busch and Ryan Newman.
That's just Southern 500 emotion. Like you said, we saw it last year with Harvick and the other Busch, and now tonight the crew guys are getting into it. The drivers had a conversation after the race, Ryan and Kurt, and they seemed fine with what happened. Then the crews got involved.
Meanwhile, Michael Denny Hamlin finishes second behind Jimmy Johnson, just ahead of Tony Stewart, and Steve caught up with Denny.
And Ryan Newman has walked out okay. You experienced it firsthand, having that 78 coming towards you in the air. Describe this wild ride, Juan.
First of all, to my family and friends, I'm doing this interview to let everybody know that I'm all right. They can build safer race cars, they can build safer walls, but they can't get their heads out of their asses far enough to keep them on the racetrack. And that's pretty disappointing. I wanted to make sure I get that point across. And y'all can figure out who they is, but that's no way to end a race. Our car was much better than that. It was just poor judgment and restarting the race, poor judgment. I mean, you got what you wanted, but poor judgment and running in the dark, running in the rain. It's just, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, turn 2. Ryan Newman tried, and he finally dumped David Gilliland. Newman had hit him about 3 times before, and that was the charm out of turn 2.
But look who paid as big a price as Ryan Newman in the 39.
I'm not sure this fight's over with.
This went on for 3 straight laps. Newman trying to get by with the bumper. And Gilliland ended up.
Watch the guy coming out of this 38 car. I think he might be a little ticked.
Would not be the least bit surprised.
He's trying to get out of his car. I know that.
Well, I know who I would be ticked at if I was in that 39 crew and he's getting out of the race car and he's going to go over and confront Mr. Newman.
We'll have to talk to the drivers to find out what happened, but from our point of view, that was uncalled for.
Well, if you're Ryan Newman's team, you've got a destroyed race car. That's what makes no sense.
Well, it's the 5th caution of the day, and it comes out right at lap 300. 100 miles to go in Dover. As Ryan Newman turned David Gilliland around. And that discussion probably going to continue.
Hey, Kyle, the reason Eric Almirola. Oh, there goes Kurt Busch and Ryan Newman around. Matt Kenseth tried to avoid it.
Stop. Inside. Hold your line.
Matt Kenseth got in the 78 pretty hard there.
Matt spun, got in the back of the 78 or got in the quarter pound of the 78 and spun him around and then almost took himself out.
Just got whacked by a bunch of guys. The 18 hit me first, the 2 hit me next, and then I guess it was Kurt that went underneath 3 wide and bypassed the 20 and come and clipped us and knocked us into the fence and took himself out. That's the best I could tell. I don't know, but there you see the replay. Yeah, that's. I guess the 20 had a little influence on it, but yeah, we were just we kind of were in a bad spot, having a little bit older tires. We didn't have the greatest car, but you know, got to thank Wicks for jumping on board and sponsoring us. That's not the press we wanted to give them, but just a lot of disrespect from a bunch of guys on restarts, and comes around, goes around, man.
Stupidity. I mean, Ryan Newman's the biggest stupid idiot out here, and he's a big ogre and can do whatever he wants because he can probably kick anybody's butt. So no sense in getting a fight with him, but glad he's out of a job.
Well, and seldom do drivers agree on any situation, especially when you battled as long as those 2 did for that spot.
It's just normal Ryan Newman stuff. I mean, anybody that's watched the sport long enough or has been in a race car out there understands the frustration that comes along with racing Ryan, and just normal Ryan stuff. So, you know, I don't want to take away anything from what this awesome race team did. Granted, we put ourselves in a bad position with a shift lever falling off, or breaking off, I should say, and was able to rally back and get ourselves a good finish. So, unfortunate we didn't get any further up in the field, but still salvaged a lot today.